Facts are facts. I remember that rally in Kisumu, the chair of ODM had invited people from far and wide to attend that rally. And the idea was that likely to bring the Luo nation together so that they can have a front that will really determine how we move as a people. My take on this is this. First of all, there's what we call the meetings before meetings. Okay? I'll have expected the ODM chair to have a meeting with specific people, with say the clergy. Okay? You don't invite a clergy for a meeting on a public forum that I invite so and so to come. We will not. We'll give you advice. If you want advice, I'll book an appointment and you'll be given an audience. Okay? So if the ODM party had a meeting behind doors with the clergy, then you have a meeting behind doors with the Luo Council of Elders, have a meeting behind doors. And in fact, this was not supposed to be an ODM thing. When the first time we heard about it, it was meant to be a Luo Nation thing issue. And not all Luos are in ODM. There are Luos in every other political divide or party. So it's important that this should have been done the right way. And I think the person who was supposed to call the Luo Nation, one will have been the Luo Council of Elders, and that council should have worked closely with the religious community, the churches, the clergy, and worked together with the party, so that it's not a political party calling for a meeting of the Luo Nation. That, I think, it was wrong. It was an error from the beginning. The idea should have been, if the ODM could have initiated it as well, which is okay, but the meetings before the meeting, one of them should have been meetings with the clergy, meeting with the Luo Council of Elders, meeting with the other political parties, and meeting with the business community within this region. If that did not happen, then that was just another show of I don't know how to put it, but it was not a good spectacle. Then I saw school buses ferrying people from all over this region. Really? So I think we've got it wrong. That meeting, to me, it might have not achieved as much as it should have achieved. Now, how do you score such? If the objective from the very beginning has not been met? Because my question is, which people attended? Who talked on behalf of the clergy? Who talked on behalf of the council of elders? Who talked on behalf of other parties? Unless if it was an ODM thing, an ODM affair, only ODM, then that's okay. But if it was for the Luo Nation, not everybody's in ODM. I think that should come out very clearly. Not everybody's in ODM. And it's not only ODM that can give the voice of the Luo Nation. The Luo Nation involves a community of people, right from the business community to the religious sector to every other sector that we might want to consider. Yeah. Now, when you don't have meetings before meetings that discuss serious issues, because I believe that what should have happened, matters should have been discussed within boardrooms, okay, within offices, in public forums that are smaller, where you get real issues that affect people. Then, upon agreeing on those issues, then now when you go to a rally like they had, then you just simply give your propositions of what you've agreed on. Yes. Otherwise, who was going to speak on behalf of the youth, say, at that party, in that function? Who will speak on behalf of the women? Who will speak on behalf of the elderly? Who was going to speak on behalf of the church? Who was speaking on behalf of the business community? You can't have an agreement in such a forum. That was a rally. It was a public rally. It was not a space of signing or considering issues affecting the Wananchi. Others, there are real issues that are affecting us, which needs to be worked on. Now, I challenge the ODM. The broad-based government. In the Luo Nation, there's the issue of unemployment. The Uhuru government had spoken about having an industrial park at Ombei. How far has this government gone? How far has those who are in broad-based, how far have they gone in negotiating for industries within the Luo Nation? The sugar industry, the cotton industry, okay? How far have they gone? Because young people are suffering. I'm a youth pastor. Young people are suffering because of economic disenfranchisement caused by successive governments that have not been keen on ensuring that our young people are empowered. So our young people keep depending on handouts from politicians who take advantage of them. You give somebody 200 shillings, what is that? Okay? You spend millions upon millions of shillings coming to give me 22,000. What is that? What can 22,000 do in this economy? A young person whose Fuliza is already at 14,000. You want to give me 22,000. Already Fuliza will take the other portion. And this is a young person that has not even paid the rent. He has not even bought food. He has his degree. I know families where children are qualified. They've graduated from colleges and they're sitting their parents back at home. So the best that ODM can do for us is to negotiate for industries within this region. Let the cotton industry come up. Let the sugar industry be revived. Let the industrial parks be established. Let an environment be created where investors will want to come. If that is not done, then I think whether you support ODM, you're in broad-based or bread-based or whichever you are in, you will not end up anywhere. We'll still remain in the same hole that we are in right now. Yeah. There's nothing like 50-50. There's nothing like 50-50. Let them not hoodwink us. There's nothing like 50-50. It's either the president Ruto has it or he doesn't. There's nothing like 50-50. Yeah. And I think strategically, ODM has been weakened. You can't go into such a negotiation from a weak position. Yeah. So there's nothing like 50-50. The government is UDA government. Yeah. With a few people from the opposition. Yeah. So that's my take. It's possible. Politics is about numbers, generally speaking. Politicians work with numbers a lot, and the more numbers you have, the better your chances are. And personally, I think that, especially as a low nation, one of the things that I would have expected them to say, or to deal with in that rally, is the issue of voter registration. And the issue of the IDs that are collected at the registration of persons. Because facts are, let me say this, it's important. Facts are this. In the last election, the president, Dr. Sir William Samoei Ruto, garnered 7.1 million votes. Raila Odinga's votes were 6.9. So there's a difference of 200,000 votes. Now, the low nation, from statistics, those who failed to take or to vote were 700,000. Now, looking at that alone, it means that regardless of what they do, if we don't take our votes, if people don't go out to vote, then the results will always remain the same. We'll always complain about votes being stolen, yet we've not done our duty. Now, in regard to countering what Babu did, I don't know whether it was to counter, but either way, numbers only matter at the ballot. They don't matter in rallies. You can have so many people in rallies. You can transport people from all over, like they always do, to come for your rallies. You can give them the caps and the t-shirts and the reflector jackets. But if that does not translate into voters registering and going actually to vote, it's nothing. Yeah. Actually, the serious residents or public within Kisumu, we dread having such rallies in Kisumu. Because after such rallies, the amount of thuggery, theft, robberies, molestations that take place are staggering. People go to such rallies, when they come out of those such places, they mess up our security as citizens. People are being mugged, people are being killed, people are being hospitalized because of such rallies. So we are never too excited about such rallies. Until and unless you get to a point of responsibility where we reduce hooliganism, goonism in our rallies, then our rallies largely will be attended by those people that we pay to attend. And I know, we know that people are paid to attend these rallies. Yeah. When Raila Odinga was alive, Raila will come and stop at Kondele, and suddenly everybody will be at Kondele with him. Okay. I think that answers the question. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the exit of Raila, you feel like nobody can really marshal what he used to do?
I've known Raila since the 80s when Raila was when he came out of prison and during the Ford era, the Ford Kenya, NDP, LDP, National Rebel Coalition, and ODM. The journey of Raila is not all of us, okay. But one thing that I know from what and we know as Kenyans, Raila would never paid people to attend his rallies. So that just shows you that whenever you have to pay people, you have to pay people from all over. People came from all over. Whenever you have to pay people from all over, then that begs the question, how popular are you on the ground that you are leadering? Yes.
Any advice to the leaders who are doing that?
I know. I think politicians will always be politicians. Regardless of how you advise them, they'll always want to have a share of power. Nothing against them. Please continue. If that could translate into votes, continue. But I think our politicians need to have the citizens at heart. They need to have the nation at heart. Because there are congregants in churches. They need to have a conscience. Let the politicians not be selfish. Don't just think about yourself. Think about the nation that God has given us. We have one nation under God. It is important to think of that whenever we are out there in rallies. Don't begin fighting or don't begin messing up the citizenry by through hooliganism, goonism, and all that. I am looking forward to a time when a politician will walk through the street without having bodyguards. I remember there was a time, God rest his soul in peace, I met Roy Jode in Kisumu street, or Ngodiga street. He was walking alone without a bodyguard. Now the question is, if you must have people to guard you against your people whom you say have elected you, who is fooling you? Even Nikal himself, the MP for Seme, I respect him a lot. Nikal, there was a time he came to our cathedral, St. Stephen's Cathedral. Basically, there was a function. Nikal was walking alone, on foot. When he walked, in fact, the security guard did not recognize him, wanted to stop him. I had to intervene because he didn't have goons or a crowd around him. Now, I think that is a mark of honest leadership. You have nothing to fear. But if you've been involved in deals that are not right, then you have everything to fear. If you've not worked well for the people, you have everything to fear. Yeah, so I think there's a need for politicians, especially those who are mentioned in terms of having goons and all that. They need to redefine politics. We have an opportunity to redefine politics, to change the narrative. And if you really love this county of Kisumu, then I think we have an opportunity to do that. Because, you may ascend into leadership. And that becomes a snare to you. Yeah. Look, being a leader does not mean you're living a good quality life or a quality of life that you will have desired. There's some leaders who wish they were not as popular as they are right now, because it comes with a lot of weight. And let me tell you what, you don't have 100 years to live on earth. All of us will one day pass on. What legacy are you leaving behind? What will be remembered for? Will you be remembered for being a goon or sponsoring goonism? Will you be remembered for having served people patriotically? Will you be remembered for having changed people's lives? Will you be remembered for having empowered the citizenry? How will you be remembered? Because definitely we will remember you, but how? Yeah, so I think that's something that really our political class need to get. Yeah, what legacy are you leaving behind? Today we remember Raila Odinga with the things they did. The issue of the 2010 constitution, multi-party democracy, okay? And all these is because he did something selflessly. So our leaders today, what will you be remembered for? Yeah.